results. So today we're going to talk about eBucks. eBucks is probably one of the best rewards programs out there, and it is not hard to get to level 5. So if you're not on level 5 on eBucks right now, you're probably just not trying at all, or not trying hard enough. And today I'm going to show you how you can get to level 5 very quickly. And it's the holidays, so you'll probably need about 30 minutes after watching this video, and then perform a few actions, see what works for you, and you'll probably get to level 5 quite easily. And if not, I think after watching this video you would probably at least get to or up your level by 1 or 2 levels. So if you're level 2 right now, you'll probably be able to get to level 3 or level 4 relatively easily through this video. Okay, nothing here is financial advice, just showing you how I get to level 5. Okay, let's start. So firstly, to understand more about the eBucks program, go to the eBucks website, then go to this drop down box and then click on Earn. Then you have to select the account. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to assume that you are FNB Premier account holder. So you click on Premier, and this is necessary. This is in essence all the information that you'll need about eBucks. How you're going to level up to level 5 and the associated rewards. If you just want to see a summary for now, just click on this and then it will show you the summary. Now for the purposes of this video, I'm going to focus on how you can get to level 5. So what you need to do is you just need to hover down to the 4th one, which is how to move up reward levels. Now over here, don't be intimidated by the amount of information over here. It's literally what you need to do and the associated eBucks points for it. Okay, so this is, for example, this is one action, and then you get 2,000 action points for this. 2,000 eBucks points. We have to make a distinction if you haven't watched my previous videos. eBucks points are points that allow you to move up levels. You cannot spend these points. eBucks is what you earn, and those you can use to purchase things with. Okay, so we're gonna look at the first example. Income deposits. Have a minimum monthly deposit of 16,500, excluding inter-account transfers into your FNB Fusion Premier account or FNB Premier account. Okay, so if you have your salary paid into your FNB Premier account, you would have met this criteria already, easy. Okay, but say for instance you don't have your salary paid into this account. You know what, that's also okay. You could then initiate at least 10 debit transactions per month on your account. So that's 10 EFTs, you know, and that's not hard over a month. 2,000 points. Okay, similarly, you just apply this logic across. You just go and read each and every single rule and see which one is possible for you. And then once you've accumulated enough points, you get to level 5. For FNB Premier, you need to get to 11,000 points. And they are more than, if you add up all these points, it's way above 11,000. So there are some rules that you can skip, especially the ones that requires you to take out a loan. Don't take out debt just for the sake of leveling up to level 5. Okay, because you might get yourself into more trouble. So definitely don't do that. Look for other actions that are non-debt. Look for actions that simply requires you to press a button on the FNB app. And I'm going to give you a quick, easy example. Check over here. View the Track My Rewards tab on the FNB app every month. So literally, you're just going to have to click on eBucks tab, select Earn, and then Track My Rewards, 1,000 points. Aim for those easy, low-hanging fruits. This will allow you to at least move a level up, or even 2 levels. And in the best case scenario, level 5. And you just need a little bit of time. Just spend a bit more time. Okay. But besides from this, I'm going to show you a neat tool that you can use to track what possible points you can get with the actions. that are achievable for your situation. Now you can either use this particular tool, which is called the calculator. So you have to go to eBucks and then click on calculator. You either use this tool or you go to track my rewards on the F&B app. Okay, but for the purpose of this video, we're just gonna look at eBucks calculator. So over here, you would need to select the account. So assuming you're F&B Premier account holder, if you're a private client or any other account holder, just choose a relevant one. Now here you'll see a dashboard, rewards, points, rewards level, eBucks discount, target, earn. Okay, and then you'll see level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beneath that you'll see 0 to 3,999 points. So this means that if you have eBucks points between 0 and 3,999, you would end up in level 1 next month. Now to get to level 5, you need 11,000 points or more. Now this calculator is interactive. So it's what I just showed you now on the earns page, but here you can click yes and no for each of the actions. So at least you can get an idea of whether you're actually able to get to level 5. So what I want you to do is go to this page and then go through each rule and then start clicking yes or no. Okay, yes for the ones that you think are possible, and then you get an idea of which actions you need to do to get to level 5. Okay, so we're gonna go through right now. So have a minimum monthly deposit of 16,500 excluding inter-account transfers. So if you have salary paid into your F&B Premier account, you qualify. Now if you don't do that, initiate at least 10 debit transactions, and that's not hard. So I'm gonna put a yes. Okay, so you got 2,000 points here. See over here, you got 2,000 points, and you're almost halfway past level 1. You hitting level 2 soon. Okay, do at least 6 financial transactions per month via the F&B app. Now that is just not difficult at all. Just do some transactions within your F&B app. 6 transactions. I don't see how that is difficult. Okay, 500 points. View the Track My Rewards tab on the F&B app every month. So literally you just have to go to eBucks, click on eBucks, click on earn, and then click on Track My Rewards. It's on the F&B app, simple, 1,000 points, free. Pay your bills using F&B Pay Bills on F&B app every month. So if you're doing this, then yeah, you can count these points. But if you're not doing this, you don't count it. I don't do this, so I'm not going to count this category for this video. Make at least 3 real-time payments every month. So you can use PayShap, that's very easy. There's a small cost associated with PayShap, so if you don't want to incur that cost, then skip this step. But if you do 3, that's 1,000 points. Have at least 3 budget categories set up in Smart Budget and access your Smart Budgets every month. Again, that is just a simple process. So go to Navigate Life and then Navigate Money and then click on Smart Budget. It will take a couple of minutes, let's call it 15 minutes, to set this up if you want to do it properly. Okay, so that's not hard at all. And then in this category, if you check the selection over here, engage with 1, engage with 2 or more. So engage with My Net Worth Monthly. That's actually another icon. You just click on it and it counts. Engage with your credit status monthly. Again, another button on F&B app. Just click on it. So if you don't want to do that 3 budget categories, just do My Net Worth and then credit status. Easily 1,000 points. You can see we're already at level 2 already and on our way to level 3. Maintain a healthy credit status with NAV money with a status in light green or dark green. Okay, so that is also not difficult at all, as long as you're not in arrears with your payments and you know you have adequate savings. Getting into dark green or light green is not hard and gets you 500 points. But you know what, everyone is different. You may be in a tight financial situation, So if you're not going to count it, that's also fine. Okay, now my cards. This is the part where it might require you to have a strong discipline. Yeah, let's go a strong discipline, because this step requires you to open up a credit card. Okay, now not everyone is a credit card person. What I mean by that is you gotta be extremely disciplined with your spending. If you're someone who has a spending problem, so if you have a credit limit and you just spend a lot, you can't control your spending, then a credit card is probably not for you. However, if you are a disciplined person and you know that the credit card is just there to assist you with your eBucks level, then yeah, if you can control your spending, I would say this really helps. Because even with the credit card, if you manage it properly, it actually helps with your cash flow. Okay, so let me just stop it there, because this thing can go on for a long time. So in summary, if you can control your spending and you're disciplined, then yeah, this will really help you with the eBucks level. So what this says is have an active F&B Fusion account with a credit limit and an active card, or have an F&B credit card account with a credit limit and an active card. So if you look at the section, it says Fusion or credit card, Fusion and credit card. So I have both a Fusion account and a credit card account. And how does that work? So for all spending, I use my credit card. Fusion card is just there as a transaction account. So I EFT with my Fusion account. Credit card, I use it to spend online and in store. Okay, 2,000 points. Use your virtual card for 80% of your qualifying online spend in a calendar month. Now that's easy. Once you sit on the way in which you're gonna spend your money, which for me is using my virtual credit card to make all my online and in-store purchases. Just to be clear over here, it's the virtual card. So you have to go to the F&B app and apply for a virtual credit card. Okay. If it's physical, then you're not going to qualify for this category. And also, if you look at the eBucks percentage back, you get much more with a virtual credit card. So make sure you're always using your virtual credit card when you're spending. Okay, use your virtual card for 80% of your qualifying in-store spend in a calendar month. Okay, I also make sure. There we go. We almost there to level 5. Grow your F&B or investment account by at least 1,400 per month. Interest, profits, and returns are excluded. So you have to make sure that you're increasing your F&B savings investment account balance by at least 1,400. So you have to put in 1,400 at least per month. And I don't think that's too bad if you're an F&B Premier account holder, and it's probably a good practice or good habit to have in terms of saving. So here it says yes, F&B savings account or F&B investment account. I'm just going to say all, because maybe you are able to do 1,400 in your savings account but not in both. Maintain a minimum monthly balance of at least 16,500 across your F&B savings accounts that are accessible within 7 days without incurring early withdrawal fees. Now these two go sort of hand in hand. Now once you do that for a couple of months, right? So say you start with 0 and you put in 1,400 per month into your savings account. It will take you, just a year, okay? Just a year to get to that amount, 16,500. Then you would also get this 500 over time. But you can see, even without that, I'm already at level 5. And this is just something additional. It's almost like a buffer that you built. So let's say you miss one of these actions. That's a point of the eBucks. It's easy to get to level 5, and sometimes there are certain actions that you can give up that you think aren't worthwhile, and go for other actions that are achievable. And that's how it works, man. You can see I'm only halfway through the rules and I'm already at level 5, and I've also skipped a few, so it's really not difficult. Just spend 15 to 30 minutes just going through the rules. You'll be surprised at how high your level could be. Okay, have a FNB savings account with a term of longer than 8 days and maintain a minimum monthly balance of 16,500 in the account. Okay, so that's a notice account. So if that works for you, you just choose relevant ones. Make and maintain a monthly contribution of at least 1,000, or make an annual contribution in the current tax year of 36,000 into a FNB tax-free shares, tax-free unit trust, or tax-free cash deposit account. Okay, so if you have a tax-free account elsewhere, don't bother with this one. Don't change your habits just too much. Don't change your habits too much. Change it slightly so that it's still convenient for you, but not to the point that's inconvenient and causes a lot of problems for you. So if you have a tax-free savings account elsewhere, don't do this. But if you don't have one and you don't mind doing it with FNB, then there we go. You can get these points. So if you do 1,000 to 2,999, you get 500 points. But if you do 3,000 per month, that's 1,000 points. But if you do 36,000 once off, that's 1,500. Okay. Now make sure that you don't go over the limit, because you might get some penalties. So just be careful with this one, okay? Alright, then save for your goal by maintaining a minimum monthly balance of at least 100,000 in an investment account via the FNB Investor platform. Now 100,000 is a lot of money, so I can understand if this is not achievable in the short term. So I'm not going to count that. Maintain a minimum monthly balance of at least 100,000 in one of our retirement products via the FNB Investor platform. So it could be a retirement annuity, and again, it's not a small amount, so I'm not going to count that. If it applies for you, congratulations, then you got all those additional points. Okay, have a FNB personal loan, student loan, or revolving facility product and make your repayments via monthly debit audit for your FNB Fusion Premier account or FNB Premier current account. So again, I mentioned don't go into debt just so you can level up. So I'm not going to count this one. Don't do that. Okay, offshore banking. Find your FNB Global account from your FNB Fusion Premier current account to the value of 7,500 over the last 3 months. Okay, if that works for you. If you believe that having some foreign currencies is beneficial for your portfolio, then yeah, do that, but just take note of the fees. Have a FNB Global account with a required monthly balance of 1,500 Australian dollar, euros, Great British pounds, Canadian dollar, or US dollars, or 90,000 Indian rupees. Okay, so if that works for you, go for it. But I'm not going to count it. It doesn't apply for the majority of people. Okay, home. Have a FNB home loan, FNB smart bond, or FNB Islamic home loan, or have a pension-backed loan and have a salary stop order in place. Okay, so this is applicable if you have a FNB home loan. But if you have a home loan with another bank, don't bother with this. Okay, it's 1,000 points, and if you're missing that 1,000 points, try to see if you can get it from other categories. Don't just move your home loans just for the sake of it. It has to be convenient for you and make sense. Manage your property or use one of the available services under the NAV Home tab on the FNB app once a quarter. Now, I stand corrected, but you probably need to have a FNB home loan in order to do this. Okay, it's not like you can just go and click on the button and get this point. That I'm not sure. Okay, moving on to insurance. Have FNB Life customized or dynamic life, home life policies, and 2 additional covers. And pay your monthly premiums from your FNB Fusion Premier account or FNB Premier current account. So if you have a life policy with another insurance company and you compared premiums and it's much cheaper than FNB Life, then stay with your current one. There's no need to change insurers just for the sake of getting more eBucks points. Okay, but if you find that FNB Life is competitive or might even be offering lower premiums than your current policy and it makes sense for you, then yes, you can get points for that. Have a FNB funeral plan with parents or extended family members covered, and have a FNB group funeral plan with at least 2 lives covered. Okay, and pay your monthly premiums from your FNB premium account. Cool. So if this is something you believe in and you don't have it with other providers, then sure, you get points for that. Then have a FNB Life customized or dynamic life home policy with a minimum combined cover of at least 1 million, and set up or update confirm NAV wellness, and then go to my health details at least once a month, and pay your monthly premiums from your FNB premium account. So again, only if it's applicable for you. Have a FNB health cash plan with a minimum cover of 1,200 per month per day, and pay your monthly premiums from your FNB premium account. This probably best to consult with your financial advisor for this insurance piece. Just has to make sense for your circumstances. Okay, now we go into the family category. Have a FNB Life customized or dynamic life home policy with a minimum cover of 1 million. So you can see that there's quite a few common themes over here, and that is because for these categories it's and. So having a FNB Life policy, okay, it helps with a few categories, but you must make sure that you also perform in the and. Okay, so for example, this part is and draft a will with FNB as your executor. Okay, so that's if you don't have a will elsewhere and you think you want to change your provider. But if you have a will with another provider and you think that makes sense, don't change. Okay, and another condition, have your signed will with a signature date no older than 5 years. So make sure that your signature is always within the 5 years to get this point, and you get 1,000 for that. Add your spouse partner under the My Family tab on FNB app or speak to your banker. Your spouse partner must verify the relationship via the app and must have an aligned, active FNB Premier account. Okay, so that works for you. Great, you got those points. Add your child under My Family tab on the FNB app and have an active linked FNB Youth transactional account for your child, or have a linked FNB Youth savings account for children under 18 with a balance that grows by 200 per month. So there we go. Those are the points. But you can see I literally have not ticked any of these categories after save and invest, and I'm already at level 5. So it's really not difficult at all. Okay. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how great it is. Oh no, not how great it is, how easy it is to get to level 5. Okay, and I just wanna this is a summary guide. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, okay, gone over 20 minutes. But really, you can just go through this in your own time. So after this video, just spend maybe 30 minutes, just go through the rules again, and see what works for you. Okay, catch you next one.